Good morning, everyone. I am here with a reading assembly, and I've got a very exciting book to start us off. So I have got this book here, hopefully you can see that. It's called No Point, and it's written by one of our authors of the term called Henna Khan. And it seems super exciting because it is about this boy here called Zaid Salim, and he is amazing at basketball. He's earned a place on the basketball team. He's working really hard to be able to keep his place there, and he's loving it all. However, his team starts to struggle this season, and he's really worried that it's his fault. And it's quite tricky for him because his best friend Adam isn't even into basketball anymore, although he is the team captain. Zaid knows he has to step up. Does he have what it takes? Let's find out. Sometimes when you finally get something you really want, it ends up not being what you hoped it would be. Like that remote control car that's supposed to be able to drive over anything, but gets stuck on the carpet and spins on its wheels. Or the haircut that is cool looking on that kid on TV, but on you looks like a giant mushroom sprouted on the top of your head. So far, though, being on my new basketball team is as amazing as I thought it would be. It's totally worth the weeks of practice I put into getting ready for the tryouts. And that includes getting grounded when I skipped violin practice to play basketball instead. I'm finally on the best team in the 4th grade league with my best friend, Adam. And each time I lace up my sneakers, trainers, and step onto the gym floor during practice, I feel like $1,000,000. It's halftime during our first game of the season. My parents and older sister Zara are in the stands. I heard them cheering loudly for me when Coach Wheeler put me in during the last 5 minutes of the first half. I missed a wide open shot, but had a good pass and a nice rebound. And now I get to start the second half. My heart is thumping wildly in my chest. This is exactly the moment I've been waiting for. We're huddled around Coach and his clipboard where he scribbles down plays and taps his pen to make his point. We're down by 4, not too bad. Although by the way Coach is speaking, you'd think we were losing by a lot. All right, guys, Coach Wheeler taps on the clipboard. I know we have new players. We're still learning to work together as a team, but that's no excuse for rushing your passes and turning the ball over. Remember to keep the ball up when you rebound. I look around at my new teammates' faces. Adam looks determined. Blake is super sweaty. Ravindu looks like he hasn't slept enough. And Sam? He's mouthing something to his mum in the bleachers instead of paying attention. Who's going to take us home? Coach asks. Let's do this, Adam says gruffly. He's the team captain and he puts his hand out first. I stick mine on top of his and soon there's a pile of hands. 1, 2, 3, MD hoops, we shout in unison. I feel re-energized as I step back onto the court. I'm going to have to put some serious points in the second half if I can. I can feel it. Blake inbounds the ball and Adam starts to take it up the court. I always admire his handles. He can dribble behind his back and he has a sweet crossover. He's stuck right now though, because the other team is pressing him hard. 2 guys are all over him. Over here, I yell, holding out my hands. Adam glances at me for a second, but then flings the ball over to Blake. A kid from the other team strips it from Blake before he has possession. The kid takes it down the court on a fast break and makes an easy layup. Now we're down by 6. We get the ball back, and this time Adam passes it to me. I immediately have 2 guys smothering me. All I can see is a bunch of arms waving in my face like a giant octopus. They've got me in a trap, and I try to pass the ball back to Adam, but I turn the ball over. The other team runs down the court and puts up 2 more points. Now we're down 8. My dad loves this old movie where this guy wakes up each morning and the same thing happens to him over and over again. It sounds super boring to me, but now I know what he means when he says, "This reminds me of Groundhog Day," because the exact same pattern keeps repeating. We get the ball. They press us. We turn the ball over. They score. Repeat. We're down by 12 with only 3 minutes left. Time out, coach yells. He looks as sweaty as we are and has been pacing the sidelines, yelling louder as each minute ticks by. Let's see if you guys have better luck, he mutters as he puts in the entire bench for the rest of the game. Adam and I sit next to Blake, Sam, and Ravindu and watch as our teammates try to shake things up. It doesn't work. We end up losing 32-17. This isn't how I imagined playing on the gold team would feel. They were undefeated last season and got second place in the playoffs. I thought I'd be playing on that team. Today feels like I got another mushroom haircut. Chapter 2. Spicy sauce, please, I say to the guy behind the counter making my pizza. We're at Pie Echo, my new favourite place to eat out. You pick the toppings you want on your pizza, and they put it together and cook it in a super fast oven that makes the crust bubble and cheese melt in less than 5 minutes. Sounds pretty tasty. This restaurant is perfect for my family, since we can never agree on what we want for delivery. Here, Mama can get an entire salad on her pizza. Zara can go crazy with pineapple, and Baba and I can load up on meatballs, jalapenos, and 4 kinds of cheese. The whole family leaves happy. No veggies for you either, Adam. Mama looks at Adam's pizza and raises an eyebrow. He came with us for a late lunch after our game. That's been one of the best parts of being on the gold team together. Now we get to hang out even more than before, including carpooling to practice and games. Having Adam at lunch helps to make up for today's loss. Tomato sauce is made of veggies, Adam replies with a smile. He's assembled a totally plain cheese pizza. Even I have to admit it looks kind of boring when there are 25 different toppings to pick from. Whatever you're eating is working, Baba agrees. You're going to be as tall as me pretty soon. Adam's always been taller than me, but suddenly he towers over me by at least a foot. I can't wait until I finally hit that growth spurt I always hear about. I've managed to put on a few pounds and finally passed the 60-pound mark. Even still, the line on my wall in my home where we keep track of my height is hardly budging. The door opens and my grandparents come shuffling into the restaurant and look around for us. Saleems, you made it! Zara jumps up to give our grandfather, Nanu Abu, her seat and pulls up a chair for Nanu. Mama said it would be too hard for them to come to both my game and lunch, so they picked lunch. I don't mind. They don't follow basketball or care much about it, and the bleachers are uncomfortable. Although I suddenly realised that my uncle, Jamal Mamu, said he was going to try and be at my game, and he didn't show up either. Wait, don't sit down. Our pizzas are coming out in a minute. Come up to the counter and let's make yours, Mama says. Nana Abu sits down anyway and smiles at us. We make pizza. They don't make pizza? Nanu asks. She looks appalled. No, Nanu, I explain. They make it for you after you tell them what you want. I want onion and mushroom. Nanu sits down too. What about you, Abu? Mama asks. Anything is fine, he says. Clearly, they aren't interested in walking any further. Okay, come and help me, Zaid. While my mum and I are choosing the pizza toppings for my grandparents, Jamal Mamu walks into the restaurant. Hey, Skeletor. He gives me a bro hug and uses his favourite nickname for me. How was the game? Don't ask. Good thing I slept through it then, he says, laughing. Pizza works for breakfast. It's 3 p.m, Jamal, Mama scolds. You know this schedule of yours isn't going to work when you're married. Married, I scoff. Good thing that's not going to happen anytime soon. Mama and Jamal Mamu exchange a look. Wait, what's going on, I ask. Let's sit down, Mamu says. I have some news. Back at the table, I feel my pizza gurgling in my stomach as Jamal Mamu explains that he is getting engaged to Nadia, the girl my family literally just went to meet together. Mamu, it's only been, a month or 2? How can you know you want to marry her already? I look around at my family. They have to agree that this is madness. Nanu and Nana Abu aren't fazed the slightest bit. Zara is beaming at Mamu. Baba seems amused. I turn to Adam and he just shrugs. Dude, don't ask me, he says, his mouth full of pizza. Mamu, really? I say. Don't you think this is kind of fast? I know it sounds rushed, Jamal Mamu says. What's rushed about it? Nanu says. I talked to your father 2 times before we got married. Adam's jaw drops. Really? He whispers to me. We've been talking a lot and we're on the same page about what we want out of life. We laugh a lot and I know she's the one, Jamal Mamu continues. Oh my God! Zara looks ready to explode. This is so exciting. I know, Mama grins. We're going to have a wedding. We'll get outfits made for the whole family. Maybe the guys can wear suits. Saeed, I wonder where I can get you a suit that isn't too expensive. I have a suit I wore last year to my brother's bar mitzvah, Adam offers. It'll probably fit you. Oh, that's so nice of you, Adam, Mama gushes. The rest of lunch, all the family wants to talk about is the engagement. Luckily, I have Adam with me. He and I come up with a crazy drink combination at the soda machine because no one is paying attention to us. The best are cherry peach Sprite and vanilla root beer. It's too bad life doesn't work the same way as the soda fountain or the pizza at Pi Echo. You don't always get to pick what you want. Suddenly, mine includes a losing start to the season, a way too fast wedding, and a hand-me-down suit. I'm going to read one more chapter today for our assembly. This is chapter 3. Recess break is our reward for having to be at school the whole day. At least it is on the days when it isn't too rainy or too cold to go outside to play. Today is one of those days. I see the sun shining through the window and watch the clock slowly tick down during social studies. I can't wait to rush outside and grab a basketball and a court before they're all snatched up. What are you doing? I ask Blake when the bell finally rings and we can line up. He hasn't packed up his stuff. I'm not ready for the geography test, Blake says. I did bad on the review sheet. I need to get help. Seriously? Adam asks. It's only about directions. I got half wrong. I just don't get it. We can help you. It's easy, I offer. I point in front of us. If that's north, which way is east? That way, Blake points. Right, you got it. Let's go play. I start to leave. Wait, give me another. Blake stops me. Okay, if that's north and you're walking in the opposite direction, which way are you going? I say. North. Dude, I said north is the other way. Give him a friendly punch. But I'm facing this way. Blake looks confused. Adam shakes his head. There's only one north. I know, Blake says. There's only one north, which is whichever way I'm facing. You think north is whichever way you're facing? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You're kidding, right? No, wait. What do you mean? Blake turns red. Wow, Adam adds. You can't be serious. Are you serious? You guys are confusing me, Blake whines. Go get help, Blake. Adam looks at the clock and then hurry up and come outside. We'll be on the court waiting for you. Just head north and you'll find it. Blake makes a face and Adam and I rush outside to the basketball court. A bunch of guys are already there shooting around. Where's Blake? Keanu asks. He's, lost right now? Adam smiles at me. Let's start without him. But we need another, Keanu says. Let's play 2-on-3 until Blake gets back here. Me and Saeed versus you 3. You sure? Chris says. Yeah, Adam looks at me. Right? Sure, I agree, although I don't think it's an even matchup. Keanu and Chris are in the developmental league I used to be part of. They didn't make the gold team with me, but they're still pretty good. And they have Sam, who's on our team and better than me. As we start to play, Adam and I are amazing. He starts off by making a smooth bounce pass, setting me up for an easy layup. Nice pass, I say, as Adam gives me a high five. The next play, I manage to steal the ball from Keanu, get by Chris, and pass it to Adam. He makes a jump shot near the free throw line. It would be a swish if there were any nets on the hoops. Oh yeah, Adam shouts. It's as if Adam can read my mind and knows when I'm going to make a move to get open. On the court, I imagine we're my favourite duo, John Wall and Bradley Beal on the Wizards. When they're in sync, they're unstoppable. Come on, guys, Chris yells at his teammates. These two can't beat us. But we totally do, by a lot, even without Blake. And when he finally comes out and sheepishly says he understands which way is north now, we're already up by 8. I'm sure that if we play this way during our next game, we'll definitely be headed in the right direction. I hope that you have enjoyed the start to our basketball series, and tune in for our next reading assembly where we can see what happens next.